Yo, bro, I have a song for you.
You can't wait me up dance here.
See you. You see, Jana, I told people, there's no point in watching the United game.
Why?
Disappointments. Watapigwa na timu ndogo, vijana wadogo.
Young boys. SC
That's
young
a very
boys.
good tune. So yeah, welcome to episode 6 of the Lineup Podcast.
Bienvenido a la episode. I don't even know number 6 in Spanish, man. I'm such a poser.
But no problem. Today we just have it's going to be an interesting episode.
Yeah. There's a lot to speak about, man, and there's nowhere else to start other than the beautiful city of Bern, Switzerland, where the youngest of boys. That sounds sketchy. Where young boys SC.
I have a question, yeah? Do you know, can you guess the name of the Young Boys Stadium? Jana, when I was making a post.
Okay.
When I was making a post. So feel free to go and check, just Google the Young Boys.
It is either called Monfolk or Gonfolk or something
No.
Stadium what?
It's Wankdorf.
Wankdorf. I tell you, Wankdorf. Something like that.
Wankdorf Stadium. But yesterday was a very great big game.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's return to United in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. He scored.
He scored a beautiful goal at that, by the way.
To me, I found the assist. Did you see the goal? I found the assist to be...
of course.
Much better than the goal.
Because
Fernandes to actually read the situation and realize that an outfoot will be a better fit for him to get the ball to the far post.
Mm-hmm. And that also, I feel like he did that because he trusted the guy who was on the other side, you know? Because I saw that and I was like, when I saw the angle that Fernandes was hitting it from, and then you see where Ronaldo comes from, it's like, where the hell did that guy come from? But I guess when Fernandes was looking at the pitch, he had a better view, obviously, and he trusted that Ronaldo will get to where he's hitting the ball, you know?
Yeah, but it was a good technique. I feel as though Ronaldo's first 3 goals, which I know people will say I'm just judging him.
Yeah, they've just been...
sketchy goals, because the keeper also...
But you know what, yeah? I think, like, if you're a striker, it doesn't matter how they go in.
As Igalo said.
In that position, I just have to smash it. Anyway, of course, that's all the good Man United did that day. Their last shot on target was in the 24th minute, and from now on, it's banter season, brother. Wan-Bissaka's touch, fam. And then they used to hate on Lukaku.
Wan-Bissaka.
That's exactly what...
Jana, you remember Moha from the podcast?
Of course.
Yeah, Spider.
How can you forget Spider, man? Of course. The man used to rep us on the right back.
So, Jana, Wan-Bissaka does his thing. Mm-hmm. And then the Moha is like in the WhatsApp group, he's like, yeah. You know, these guys are messing with my Spider. So this way we're like, no. Leo ni kama your red card imemwekea doom. Spider died.
Yeah. Spider's dead, bro. Martin do. Unakumbuka commercial ya Martin do.
99% chance of
Zila, I'm Louis the Pest. Spread disease with the greatest of ease. Louis the Pest, bro. Alikuwa kama Spider.
That's a funny one. So yeah, Spider Jana alitoka kwa game. 34th minute. Mm-hmm. But something to note is between the 24th when Ronaldo scored
in the 30th minute.
Between...
Then the last shot on target.
Yeah. Between the last shot on target in the 24th minute and when Bissaka...
It's 10 minutes, 24 to 34.
They weren't also really doing bits.
No, they were not, man. I think you told me the one who caught the game.
Yeah, the one...
When I can notebook up, it's like this guy's the statistician. Opta Begi.
So they weren't doing bits. Then you find that when Bissaka is sent off, the guy he tackled is called Chris Martin. So
obviously, Dan, no, we can love.
Nice, we can love. So when Bissaka is off, these guys revolt to removing Sancho because Sancho's a scam.
That was a much better joke with the Chris Martin thing than we can love. I should have said step in.
But so that's a funny one.
Oh man, I wish I said step in the first time, but anyway, carry on.
So what was that?
Chris Martin, and then
he'll be sent off. So Sancho is sent off.
Sancho is taken.
No, he's taken off the game. You're like, Sancho, this guy was supposed to be our talisman. He came in before Ronaldo to be the talisman. Ronaldo's an afterthought.
Yeah, of course.
But Sancho was high profile, a guy who wants to come back to the Premier League and to England, and then he's been bought for so much money, and he has so much to prove. He's taken out.
And he's come back to face, like he's joined the team that were the rivals who he left. So like he left City and he's coming back to United.
So he's taken off. Early 34th, he's
but
off.
Let me tell you what I think. I think that's just poor management because you need to have a guy like Sancho when you're down to 10 men. You need to have an outlet. You need to be able to counter-attack.
That's true, but if you have Ronaldo, it's understandable. You need to cover yourself with another right back. So Dalot, good choice. That I agree with totally. At that point, you can contain the game. You have Ronaldo, he'll high press, he'll be trying to score, trying to make forward runs. So the defenders of Young Boys clearly know that they can't come up high because Ronaldo is in the pitch. Half time, they go 1-0, game is okay. Second half, unaona sub msi. Van de Beek off, Varane in.
That's 3 at the back, basically.
3 at the back, Dalot, and then you have Shaw. And you only have Fred to play katikati.
Yeah, katikati, because you've moved, what are these men called? Fernandes and
they need to
Pogba.
Play. Or if not, you've brought Pogba and Fernandes deep to come and try and cover with Fred.
Yeah.
So the guys just started clearing because it was sucking in all the pressure they can.
There was nobody to get the ball out, pass the ball to somebody and then he can then move on the wing back spread and then you'll be able to...
Yeah, and it's funny that even before the goal went in, I was asking guys in the group, are you seeing this? United, pass tano, wananyanganywa ball after every inning. It's just clearing. And if they get it, it goes to Pogba. Before Pogba thinks about an idea, because he has to look where he'll pass.
Yeah.
Guys, ball overturned. It's back. Press. Goal in. It's 1-1.
Yeah. What was the name of the guy who scored the first goal?
I can't remember. I just know the second guy is called Jordan Sabiatechu because I had to learn the name.
Sabiatechu is the first guy, Ben, because the second guy is called Dofek, the American.
They probably did the first one because Jordan Sabiatechu.
I knew that funny name. I had
to make jokes in the group, so I had to know the guy who scored the second goal. Funny thing, 72nd minute, Ole removes Bruno. Ole removes Cristiano.
Yeah.
Aneka Matic na Lingard to try.
Hey, J Lings. Obviously, we love J Lings here, bro.
Ole got the entire game wrong. And at some point, you could see him talk to McKennie and Carrick. You think these guys are understanding what they're talking about. Yani, they've pungered tactics. Second half, Young Boys is going to be slaughtered.
But now that gets us to the question that a lot of people were talking about on Twitter last night. Initially, the reaction was the manager. But then this morning, I was seeing some reaction and guys are like, oh, Ole was let down by 2 individual mistakes. And I'm thinking, United had enough to win that game with 10 men.
Had enough. Young Boys is not... The guys who are playing for that United game have had bigger stages to perform. That want Young Boys away. Young Boys away shouldn't make you feel as though every mistake you're making...
This was Young Boys' second Champions League campaign. United's 24th.
So clearly...
The UEFA Champions League has only been the UEFA Champions League in about that many years.
So clearly, everyone at United bottled the game, but Ole was at the wheel, so...
Ole bottled the game. And his substitutions did not put the players in positions where they could have capitalized on Young Boys' weaknesses. But David Wagner, man, the brother from Huddersfield, man, Klopp's best friend, he was the best man at Klopp's wedding. Fact.
That's interesting.
Yeah, see, they were brothers. They were even like he was one of the assistant managers at Dortmund with him.
You see Klopp? Because I also told you that today.
Yeah, man, some very interesting stuff. Beg you tell us.
Klopp's wife used to teach at German School of Kenya. So I don't know if they met here, probably in Westy, Milan.
Yeah, Klopp was there. Was like, yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't even know how to do a Klopp accent.
So they met. I don't know where they met, but Klopp's wife is to teach German School of Kenya.
So you know what that means. Yeah, Klopp is coming for 2022 summer holiday in Kenya. Find him, Malindi. I don't know. We'll check your meme. Ile meme ati rich foreigner living in Kenya starter pack. There is like some small underwear. You know those underwear those old white men wear a certain hairstyle. fucking waitresses. Tamarind Do owns this boat. That could be Jurgen Klopp.
And then Malindi.
Yeah, and then Malindi, obviously. Yeah, lives in Malindi, obviously.
So
anyway, so we need to talk about Oli. That's what I want to get to. The man has faced 11 games in the Champions League as United manager, has won 4 and lost 7.
that's a very bad record.
It is a terrible record. He's lost double the games he's won, almost.
And to think the games he lost are Besikir.
No, I know. Okay, he's lost 2 to Barcelona, 2 to PSG, but he also beat PSG.
Yeah.
Whatever. 1 to Istanbul, 1 to Young Boys, and 1 to Leipzig.
Young Boys and Istanbul.
Even Leipzig.
Leipzig is decent too.
No, because they lost, I believe, at home.
But Leipzig is playing City today, so let's see.
But Leipzig for this year is not Leipzig for last year.
True.
Nagelsmann left.
Bringing me to after we talked about Ronaldo so much, you can compare him to Lukaku. These guys, both of them, are from the Italian league. We can say because they've been there for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And
Ronaldo 3, Lukaku 2.
Yeah, those guys are bossing it currently. Whatever Ronaldo can do, Lukaku matches. It didn't even take a long time.
Yeah, it's true. Just the next match, early kickoff 5 p.m.
So I'm waiting to see if Ronaldo scores West Ham, Lukaku needs to smash like a goal or two versus
against Spurs. Yeah, this weekend is Chelsea Spurs, by the way. Aye.
But anyway, Lukaku won the game yesterday for Chelsea.
For Chelsea.
I didn't watch the Zenit game because I was watching Barcelona.
Me too.
But I heard that Zenit also put up a really tough outing because most Chelsea guys were like, "Is this Burnley? Is this tough more?" Because it feels like a Premier League tough fixture.
Who's the Zenit manager? Is it still AVB?
I have no idea. It's Russian league.
Once upon a time, it was AVB not too long ago.
And they had Hulk. But Hulk, I don't think
Hulk was back days, bro. I'm talking like 2019. AVB was the manager there, if I'm not wrong. But maybe I'm fairly certain it's just some guy who we all know.
But at Chelsea currently, clean sheets is a thing.
Dude, see, some guy I follow was putting some stats. Mendy has played 50 games for Chelsea and has 29 clean sheets. That's more than half.
It's serious because you enter all games knowing it's very unlikely that
it'll be quite hard to score against these guys. And something also I noticed, Antonio Rudiger has become a really good centre back.
And at some point he'd been taken on loan, right?
No. Rudiger never went on loan, but Rudiger has he had a long-term injury for a while.
Didn't go to Milan?
No, that's Bakayoko.
Okay, I'm what racist? They almost look alike.
Hey man, I didn't say you were.
So yeah, Rudiger is actually proper right now.
Rudiger
he's like a sure bet if you want to pick up a Chelsea starting lineup. Mendy, Rudiger, Alonso.
I feel like centre backs are like the most useless people to pick on fantasy. Unless
it's not a fantasy thing. It's just if you want to know who you're facing against Chelsea, it's clear that you'll find this is like their core defensive unit.
Yeah. Mendy, Rudiger, Alonso. By the way, what happened to Ben Chilwell? Like 50 million to sit on the bench.
Nowadays, it's just sitting. It's like a Van der Beek, but Ben Chilwell for this season. But it's also
it's not like Van der Beek because Lampard signed Ben Chilwell, not Tuchel. Only bought Van der Beek himself with his money, not his money, obviously, but he bought Van der Beek.
Yeah. Either way, Chelsea looks strong this season. And I also tipped them to win that game against Spurs over the weekend because how they've been playing, their confidence.
It's the history of the Tottenham. Top of the league and then you lose 3-0.
Talking about Tottenham, Cellini, I saw a quote from Cellini yesterday saying that it's now... okay, first of all, Cellini, I'm worried.
Yeah, Juventus, obviously.
Representing Kosiu is not there anymore. So he was like, it's now Dybala's season to show guys that he also meant something.
He's the man with the plan.
Because the whole time he was always in the shadows of Cristiano. And then before that
was Gonzalo Higuain.
Yeah, but before that you could see glimpses of Dybala. When then Higuain is there, Morata came to try and...
No, but like even then, like when he was with Dybala and when he was with Higuain and Morata, like he was shining, you know? But I think Cristiano is just perhaps too big a name, which is even maybe why you don't see him do so well for Argentina. But Argentina's forward line is just illegal, bro.
So, Dybala...
I had some out-of-pocket shit to say, but I'm going to allow it.
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
No. It's one of them in the moment. It'll
So-
come back.
So so Chiellini is like Dybala is the player to shine because yesterday he scored a penalty, of course, and then they won 3-0 against Malmo away. Having not played so well in the Serie A this season, but they still came up with a good away performance.
Max Allegri, how do you think he's doing?
He'll come good, obviously, because he used to coach them. It's just him trying to reenact what he used to do 3-4 seasons ago and get them.
Which means to lose Champions League finals?
But I don't think those guys can win Champions League finals.
No, they don't have it. They, like, I feel like to win the Champions, but wait, Chelsea won it. So
No, Chelsea were only losing for 5 minutes for the entire
Champions League. Really?
That's a start. Okay, you can hate on. I'm not trying to sound like a Chelsea fan.
How long were they drawing for?
That doesn't count.
It doesn't count, to be fair. It really doesn't count because at the final whistle, that's the only time that counts.
These guys only trailed for 5 minutes the entire Champions League.
And Champions League is
That's
13
crazy.
games, so 13 times 90 is what?
900 plus around 270. That's
Wow.
111.
1170.
1170, around 1170.
Man got the maths. Man's got the maths, you see me?
So,
Yeah, you are really a financial engineer.
so what do you call it? Yeah, but Chelsea, actually a good side. Juventus, they'll go far because it's Juventus. They'll probably have the penying and go to round of 16.
What's their group looking like? Who have they got?
Probably check, but I know they played Malmo yesterday. They have, I think, they have Barcelona or Chelsea. I think they have Chelsea. It is the Chelsea group.
So Juve, Chelsea.
Let me just confirm, but I think it is the Juve, Chelsea,
Zenit
Malmo,
and
and
Malmo.
Zenit group. Has to be that. And if it's that group, then it's Chelsea and Juve, obviously.
Yeah. Unless the Russians have something to say
It's
about
that group.
it.
Zenit, Chelsea. It's Juve and but it would be good to watch that Chelsea Juventus game.
Indeed.
That's like, and it's twice, so that's why the group standings are.
Max Allegri versus TT.
Then on to the Barcelona game.
Now you see, I was speaking with Beggy before, and this is my prediction, by the way. Barcelona are the new Arsenal in the Champions League. You recall when Arsenal were in the Champions League, bro? Let me not lie, yeah. Many games were entertaining. Many games they performed. But when they met Bayern, they just got the beating.
There's this time when JQuat doing my financial engineering degree. Yeah. No, you talked about it. So
Yeah.
we're in JQuat, and then I think a game we watched it on. We used to have halls like hall 1, 2, 3.
Hall 6.
I used to live in hall 6, but
Yeah.
now
The lit place was...
all halls were okay, decent.
okay.
But hall 6 was crazy. It was a Chelsea hub.
Okay.
So now
That's
game-
akina Chili Biwa.
Yeah. So now I think the game was in hall 5. Alafu we were watching it, me, a pal of mine called Omosh, and then there's
Not the homework from downstairs.
No, so a pal of mine called Omosh, and then also Spider was there. So game iko, and then tuona Robin ana warm up kwa bench. Robin was warming. Omosh akasema ati cheki bao ina warm. So I think we were 4-1 down. Nico MC, you don't just tell. Give me hope, man.
Don't kick even.
You
Don't
know-
kick a man when it's down.
Yeah, you know, Robin ingilia like sub. Robin akaingilia hapo center, ndio. And then the ball was that side, so she's like throwing. Game iendelee.
Yeah.
Robin is walking to the box. Game ikapangwa. Ikapigwa cutback. First touch. Ali finesse top bins yani.
Ile, the one that entered off the bar.
Yeah. Omosha collection nilikwambia bao ina warm.
So yeah, man, these days Bayern Munich, when they just see Barcelona, man, and Barcelona, man, what on earth, man, like. And did you hear what the commentator said at the intro of that game? Oh my God, I was watching the highlights this morning. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I didn't watch that many Champions League
Liverpool
games.
is playing today, so
Yeah,
therefore.
precisely. Anyway, so the commentator goes like, Barcelona now in a terrible financial situation. They had to get rid of Lionel Messi. They had to sell. And for the next 4 or 5 years, they can no longer compete for Europe's top strikers. Cristiano Ronaldo moved here. This person moved there. And Barcelona had to settle for Nigel de Jong or Luke de Jong, whatever. No disrespect to him, but he just doesn't compare. word for word. Go look at the Super Sport highlights, bro.
You're like, hey, that's the intro to the game. No way.
You had no chance.
No
You had
chance.
no chance to win that
No
game,
chance
man.
for these guys to win. And then I also saw that Bayern has not lost the first game of the Champions League for quite a while in the group stages. Quite a while. Adding on to that, Muller's birthday was a day before yesterday's game. So Muller turned 32.
Wow.
And that was like birthday luck because it ricocheted off Garcia.
Eric Garcia. But now, how dumb does Eric Garcia feel for leaving Man City to go to Barcelona, man?
Probably this Aguero's like, yo, bro, come on.
Where is Aguero, by the way?
He's injured. So, but looking at the Barcelona backline, those guys are terrible. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet this season. That's some guys. Let me just read for you.
I know it. Tranquilo.
Yeah, just read.
What's my man's name? Jordi Alba, Gerard Piqué, Eric Garcia, and Sergio Roberto.
But
Alba is left back, yeah?
I'm talking about, Jordi Alba is left back, yeah? And then there's this guy
Piqué
called
Garcia,
Ronald Araujo or something. Ronald Araujo, and then there's Piqué. And then it's a shaky backline. It's not something I can compete. So
first of all, this team never had a chance, man.
It didn't have a chance. Then Piqué is he's laboring. He's not prime Piqué. You can't compare. Okay, if you compare prime Piqué and prime Ramos.
Prime
Ramos, exactly. So Piqué is just a figure there.
Let me tell you, I feel Piqué was being carried by Puyol for a while. And then after that, he was carried by his name. Hey, Piqué
and Shakira.
Piqué and Puyol. No, that one, you anajibebea, bro. That woman is 10 years older than him to the day. 10 years older than him to the day.
So, yesterday's team, you're looking at Bayern, you're looking at Lewandowski.
They celebrate a birthday, one cake is 30, one is 40. And he's not 40.
So, you're looking at the game. Bayern have Lewandowski. Bayern have Müller.
But then they started with Sane and this American guy, Musiala. Is he American or English or German? What is he?
Because Sane is actually a very good player.
Dude. Leroy Sane, back then we used to say who's better, Sane or Sterling, and
Musiala is German. These guys just play Germans. That's why Ter Stegen should just go and try become backup keeper to Neuer and then succeed.
I'm sure there's a new young guy.
Leno.
Leno is not young, bro.
So these guys have Kimmich.
Leno was benched like this, bro. Arsenal keeps a clean sheet.
I'll talk about that. We have like half of the podcast to go. We'll talk about Takehiro Tomiyasu. You're not ready.
So let's finish with Barcelona and Bayern, bro.
So they have Alonso, they have Pavard, Kimmich, and then Leroy Sane, Müller, Musiala, and Lewandowski.
And Gnabry on the bench.
Lewandowski's goals were fluke fiani. They're just hitting, they're just ricocheting off the post, and they come back to him.
But that's not
you
know what that is.
Good positioning.
Yeah. But Beggy, let me tell you.
This guy's got 2 goals.
Let me tell you, you're a striker. You have 400 career goals. You think you have 400 bangers?
Okay, yeah.
Like 250. I like that, man.
Because Jana Musiala 1-2 Musiala post. Lewandowski nani.
And then Gnabry same post. And then something.
The goal.
Yeah.
You're like, this guy, he banged in.
But Lewandowski is good at that. Like, you see how he had to pass one guy for
I think it was Nani. I think it was Eric Garcia who slid Kwanza.
He had to, and he's good at that close control in the box, man.
And then he clobbered it over Alba.
He clobbered it and then it hit her. It looked like it went top bins, but it was deflected into the top bins. But it was going in regardless, anyway.
So that group, obviously, Bayern will take it.
Yeah.
Bayern will most obviously try and go to
the final.
It's a proper side.
But the side is proper. The manager,
the manager is a Leipzig guy.
He's good, but he just hasn't won nothing yet, bro. You have to win something, bro. Amma, what do you think?
I agree. Can't really.
But wait, what had Thomas Tuchel won a bunch of League Ones for the Champions League?
Let me get you Bayern's. It's okay. It's Bayern and Barcelona who will proceed because it's Dynamo Kiev and Benfica. That's.
Benfica once upon a time was owned by the daughter of the president of Angola, Isabella dos Santos. She owned Benfica not too long ago, but then she declared bankruptcy, which is just a fake way for rich people to not go to jail. Facts. Anyway, as we
That
move on.
was a fun fact.
Yeah, as we move on to tonight's Champions League games, man, we've got a couple of good games. Beggy, please bust out a couple of them as we get into the main one, the main match for tonight.
I wanted to go to the main one. Actually, I know you'll
we
watch
both
this.
have different opinions of which the main
I also
one
think
is.
I have the same one with you. It's Loops from Futabanta who had a different one.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm thinking, because guys will watch this like on Thursday or something like that. Tell us what you thought the main game was between Inter and Real and Liverpool and Milan.
Liverpool.
But you had an interesting start for Liverpool-Milan.
Yeah, man. So basically, this is the first time Liverpool and AC Milan will face each other in the Champions League, and it is not the Champions League final.
My old man usually tells me about that champion. I didn't watch it. The one that
205 one,
yeah.
I
didn't.
Let me be honest, yeah. I watched it, but I was not even allowed to be up at that time. You know, I was just running into the living room because, you know, your big brothers are watching something. You don't even, you know it's Liverpool, but you don't know it's the Champions League final. I'm like 9, fam. I'm 9. Bro, at 9, I'm thinking about watching fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog the following morning.
And I find it interesting because he says he was a Liverpool fan kidogo before he transitioned to Arsenal kabisa. The reason is because Liverpool and FC Leopards were being sponsored by Crown Paints.
That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. The successful Liverpool side was Crown Paints, and at the same time, AFC was sponsored by Crown Paints.
So you see, my dad is AFC faithful. He's like, makes sense. I have to support Liverpool. So your time, Liverpool are trailing. You went to sleep. It's like,
he didn't see the final.
Leo.
Crown Paints imewezwa na Sadolin. And what are those things called? Which was those paints that were so like, I remember those used to be the I see colors, the wonder of colors and everything I touch. That was a commercial from back in the day. If you know that commercial, man, comment down below which paint it is, man.
So imagine, and that was a final. So your point that these guys are.
And there was also Peter Marangi. Can't forget about him. Sorry, Maggie.
You're now on ads. You're on paint ads.
Man, we're here looking for sponsors. Bruv. So Crown Paints, Peter Marangi, Sadolin, bruv. You know?
That's legit. That's legit.
Yeah, man will talk about you all day. I will do the commercials from back in the day, word for word.
What Crown Paints do? Now you're Liverpool and AFC.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So Liverpool are playing Milan.
Yeah, but speaking of finals, we beat them in 2005, and then 2007 we met them again. They got lucky. So this were the goals, yeah. Andrea Pirlo scored a deflected free kick. Poor Pepe Reina. And then obviously the guy who won the Ballon d'Or that year, Kaka. He couldn't leave.
I used to love his celebration.
This Jesus celebration. A very religious man. That's good for him. No problems at all. And then 80th minute, later on, Dikuyut. That's how
Dakite. I used to love Dakite.
Those days, it was not even Radio Jumbo yet. It used to be Radio Citizen or KBC for listening to the radio. Dikuyut. That's what they used to call him. Dakite scored, and then in the 89th minute, Dakite hit the post again.
What?
Hey, it's okay, man. And that was his first season at Liverpool. Because we signed him after the 2006 World Cup.
But Dakite was a proper player. His games Ogopa.
Yeah, he had how many appearances for Liverpool? About 200 and something, and he has 71 goals for Liverpool. So that's not so bad, considering he went like 30-something games without a goal for a while. He went like 11 months without a goal. Anyway, let's talk about tonight's game, Liverpool versus Milan. Personally, I'm thinking first night back at Anfield with a full stadium. Are you mad? This is Champions League at Anfield, bro. The last Champions League... Okay, no, it was not a very good one. But anyway.
How did you feel about... You see, I've seen how passionate you are about everything you've said. So it's triggered that Elliot.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott, man.
Harvey Elliott.
The guy was having such a good start to the season. Klopp was giving him the faith he had. I believe he was the top assister in the championship last season for Blackburn. Not for Blackburn. He played for Blackburn, but he was the top assister amongst all the teams. The guy is born in 2003.
He's 18, yeah?
He's 18. In 2003, I was 8 years old, bro. I remember everything that happened that year. You know, it's not even at those ones you were young. You remember half. I remember everything. I was in class 2.
2-3 was the Kibaki period. 2-3. Yeah.
That's, you know, that's when whatever.
Oh, I remember everything that happened in 2-3.
Dude, I have a stitch on my head over here that some kid's tooth ran into me in school when we were playing, bro. That happened.
That's when Harvey Elliott was born. For me, mine is even interesting. See, Kibaki has come into power, and it's like there's going to be free primary education. So at time we were living East Lando, aingia class was full yani. Yes, guys, niaje si Ubako amesema free primary education.
It was called Ubako.
That's 2-3, I remember. So Harvey Elliott is being born in 2-3.
This is how you know Beggie is a Kenyan, bro. It just brings politics into any whatever. Anyway, so yeah, man, 2003, Harvey Elliott was born. You know, I was just thinking, this guy is young.
He's young, yeah.
And now he's out for, it's probably going to be a while. They said that they were going to release a statement, but he had to have surgery. But the good thing is he recognized that it was not that intentional streak, I believe.
Yeah.
And obviously, even the Leeds fans were pretty good about it. And you know, Leeds and Liverpool is a legendary fixture. I believe when you had Peter Drury, who was the commentator that day, said, you thought you watched Liverpool the Leeds last season. This is Liverpool Leeds, you know, when the fans are there.
Yeah.
It was a good moment with the fans with Harvey Elliott, but ultimately it's obviously going to put a massive dent into his season. And
true. What I really hope, I hope that as he recovers, he still maintains his proper way of play. Because Harvey Elliott is decent. He's beyond good.
His style is
he's like a Bellingham in terms of breaking out.
Watched Bellingham like that.
Proper Dortmund Bellingham.
Yeah.
Guys.
Apparently Bellingham. But anyway, I guess now you see last season was Curtis Jones's season to break out.
Where did Curtis Jones go?
He's there. Him there. And now he's
then
gonna
play.
He
needs to come. Curtis Jones is proper.
I think Klopp liked the look of Harvey Elliott more than Harvey
There's this assist 2 weeks ago Harvey Elliott gave to Salah. Then Salah smashed it.
But then it was given offside. Yeah, it was such a good one. It was a home game. No.
I just know it was a good game.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
I remember that one.
So
poor guy, man. It's okay, man. This is part of the game, you know. It's occupational hazard.
It didn't look as though it was going to be serious, but ended up being serious.
Yeah, but like the players saw instantly. Salah was freaking out. The
Salah called the medics quick,
and then you know Klopp was right there. He literally saw it happen. But it's okay, man. This is part of the game. And you think about it, this guy is 18 years old, man. His dad and his mom are all there for him and everything. And like, as we look at these people and we think they're grown-ass men making so much money. But, bro, in your mom's eyes, you're just 18, bro.
You're kiddo.
Yeah, you know.
You're usually told.
Even,
Let me just go.
I was saying, like, even by the time when Liverpool were reaching the Champions League final in 2018, Trent used to still live in his mom's house.
And he's there giving assists.
Yeah, you know, but like it's the same thing now for Harvey Elliott, you know. He's just a kid in his mom's house, and here we see them as, you know, something so different, man.
Yeah.
But moving on, Milan, apparently Zlatan is not going to be available. He's got a Achilles tendon or whatever.
This has been more of a Champions League episode, yeah?
Yeah, we'll have to rush through the Premier League. And
I will just talk about Kidogo. I know, I'm just saying, it was a good one. It's Europe.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of other games tonight, guys. Give us your predictions in the comments below. By the time you're watching it, the game...
I just wanted to know what game was bigger. Tell us if Inter
Real is bigger than Milan Liverpool. If we count the champion... Okay, yeah, we can't. Okay, wait. We can compete.
About?
We can't.
So what I'm asking, what do you think about
How many Champions Leagues has Inter Milan won?
That's not them, Mourinho.
Yeah, me too, but...
A game Mariga played. Imagine, Mariga has a Champions League.
Did he come on in the final? I remember he came on against Barcelona in the semis.
I don't think he played the final, but he won the medal.
But do you know why we didn't watch the final? But me, I did actually. Because we were in boarding school, and in 2010, DSTV had not yet come to school. But me, I was on an event.
So you will see.
Guess where I was, guys? I was in Cabernet High School in Cabernet. We're going to
German.
Yeah, German Cultural Festival, but it was at Kapropita Girls High School.
He was straight had to be German.
And somehow Cabernet High School had DSTV, but us we didn't have, bro. So we got to watch the final there, man.
So I wanted to ask you, what do you think about your group? Because I know you have Atletico.
We have Atletico, Porto, Milan, and Liverpool. We have 3 Champions League winners and some stupid team from Madrid. Porto has a Champions League. Milan has 7. Liverpool has 6. What does Atletico have? A bunch of Europa Leagues. Big deal.
But, okay. And Simeone.
Okay, no, they have Simeone, they have Luis Suarez, they have Antoine Griezmann, they have a really good side, man, and they are gonna be pretty much our most fierce challengers in the group. I feel like Porto, we met them in the last 2 of the last 3 Champions League campaigns. Yeah. So like the one we won and the one before that, we met them in both. We beat them 5-0 on aggregate the first one and 6-0 on 6-1 on aggregate the second one. So Porto is a good side, bro, but I guess that time it was knockout. So it was either you go for it or you don't.
Yeah.
Like you can't afford to draw 2 games.
Yeah.
Maybe this time, maybe according to them, depending on their own campaign, But I fancy our chances. I fancy our chances against everyone, and we have an agenda against Atletico, who eliminated us in such a dickhead way. Bloody Adrian. Anyway.
I think that's like Champions League wrap.
Yeah, we can close the Champions League at Champions League.
Champions League wrap.
Yeah, Champions League. Yeah, we finished in the Champions League. Get into the Premier League from last week. Very exciting, particularly for Arsenal.
Ogopa early kickoff. I also wanted to start the podcast like that and say that the United Young Boys game was early kickoff, but Melissa how?
Yeah, how?
But now Arsenal Norwich. Can you name quiz? Yeah, today's quiz. Can you name the 2 you'll get this obviously. There are only 2 Japanese players playing in the Premier League.
Oh man,
that's easy. Yeah, I know.
Takehiro Tomiyasu and Takumi Minami.
And then there are also 2 new Japanese players in Arsenal.
After Tomiyasu?
I don't know. Tomiyasu is one of them. The other one, I'm yet to know her name proper.
She's in
Abola. Yeah. She was even me. You remember when Arsenal didn't have goal of the month?
They gave her hers.
It was top 3. I want to remember her name. It's Iwubachi or something. Because if I pronounce it wrong, yeah.
Iwubachi.
I don't want to get it wrong, but 2 Japanese players playing for. I'll get the name once you start talking. So I'll just.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say.
No. So I'm telling you, Jana was listening to an interview where Tomiyasu is talking about his experience with Arsenal so far and what he thinks. So they asked him
after one game or like just upon signing.
I think I'm not sure about that. Either upon signing, but it's just one of all those Arsenal reels or.
Hey man, you guys, when you watch the Arsenal YouTube channel, I'm sure you've seen Frimpong.
Mandem's there.
Yo man, shout out
Kwanza
to
nowadays,
like Frimpong.
Nowadays Frimpong is the one who ongeleshas every new signing.
Yeah.
Like Kwanza the one for Ben White. So Ben White looks at him, is like
I didn't watch the one for Ben White. I watched the one for what's Sambi Lokonga's full name? The guy has like 5 names. So he was asking me, like, should we call you this?
Mandem's there.
Shout out to Frimpong, man. And listen, we're going to cut this part and put it on Instagram, and I'm going to add Frimpong. Frimpong is my G, by the way. Me and him were in a competition together 6 years ago.
All this time in the podcast, I wanted to say walai, because you say that as you talk. Like, say walai.
Yeah. Walai, Frimpong and I were in a competition. But today, if I send him a video, he replies to me immediately. Shout out to Frimpong, man. We love you, man. Congratulations on your job, bro.
It's usually mad from an Arsenal fan wearing a Juventus jersey.
So happy to see him, and big up Frimpong. Carry on.
So I was telling you about
Tomiyasu.
Mm-hmm. He goes ahead and is asked, guys really don't know what position you play. His English is proper for. Has some key.
Of course, an accent.
Yeah, some Koyo accent in it, because the R's and the L's, the L's and the R's, crazy. So Asinoro. They asked me where to pray. Sasa Then I'm watching it. They ask him, bro, they asked Tomiyasu, what position do you play between CB and a right back? Because guys don't really
know.
Do you think this guy talked about defense? This guy said, if the manager wants me to, it's about making the team great. And if the manager wants me to play any position, today he tells me, Tomiyasu, you're the striker.
You know what you guys have got? You guys have got like the James Milner, you know, the utility man.
Yeah, and the guy plays with both feet and he plays anywhere. Because me nangoja ongele defense. Guy said if he's told to play as a striker,
he's on it.
He'll bang in goals.
Well, you know, there's some ultimate professionals, you know. My job is to come here and contribute towards the team, not to whip in crosses only, not to pass and do 2 skills.
Bro, I don't miss Bellerin's tight pants. I don't. Yani, if you...
I'm dead.
This guy used to go Shonesha is 2 shots.
Arsenal shots.
I don't miss Bellerin.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Arsenal, Aubameyang got the goal. Very sketchy. But let me tell you, dude,
you've told me that like 250 sketchy goals guys score.
No, you need that, especially when your team is not whatever, man. Who are you guys facing this weekend now?
Burnley.
Hey,
Burnley, and it's an away game, tough more. Last time Nini was holding Wood. That other game, yeah. And then it's Shaka who gave Chris Wood the goal. It was a sketchy game as well.
I'm waiting for him to bang for me on fantasy. Other games that happened this weekend, obviously Cristiano Ronaldo's return to the Premier League. I'm sure if you did not see, we posted it on our socials.
The intro was mad.
One of the most, you know? It simply had to be him.
He went to boy. He came back. Man,
Madeira, Manchester, Madrid, Turin, and Manchester again. Hey,
you're like, hey, the goat has arrived. Obviously, he got a banging goal, scored 2 easy ones, if you ask me.
No, the second one was not easy. The keeper did poorly.
That's why I'm calling it easy.
No, what he
Ramsdale would have fingered his legs on that one, but even everyone.
First of all, who was the keeper? Dubravka, who do Newcastle have in goal?
Dalo. Either the two.
Dalo.
Yeah, Dalo, Dubravka. Either way, it was an easy one. Mm-hmm. A good goal was Fernandes.
And also Jay Lings. Also Jay Lings, but then he scored and then assisted.
So there was that. Then the history of the Tottenham. Yeah.
Patrick Vieira did it for the Arsenal.
And the guy actually looks so calm and composed on the bench. He doesn't even act out, Sana. He's relaxed. Nini.
He's a French guy, you know.
Gallagher is bossing it there.
Watch Odson Edward, bro. 28 seconds you score, and then he scored again.
Yeah, but Gallagher, you know, probably Odward Mendy got Odson Edward, yeah. Yes.
Or Edson Edward, I don't know. If you guys know his name, leave it in the comments below. By the way, you guys keep airing mine in the comments, bro. You think I'm going to give up? I will never.
So Gallagher on loan from Chelsea, bossing it. Mm-hmm. I even think they should have just taken Liverpool on loan instead of selling him to Southampton. But Gallagher is bossing it. Alafu, there's this time that game turned around because
Tanganga's red card, yeah.
Tanganga couldn't just be calm and composed and play against Zaha.
But you know there were two red cards. Tanganga, what he did to Zaha was some rubbish, and then also what Antonio did to that other guy. Like, why?
In the last minute, I told you.
And did you see Antonio's first yellow card? It was for hugging some guy and pushing him to the ground. Same thing as.
But I dipped you in on Antonio's dip.
You did.
I was like,
where and he cooled me -1.
I was like, Antonio's not doing anything.
But your boy Jimenez didn't come through, but Huang He-chan did.
Wolves, I told you, Wolves are turning it around. And then that day you were so blatant. You're like, bro, I think you've been spending too much time on the bottom side.
But you were right about both things. You were right about Antonio, you were right about Wolves, and you were right about Arsenal, but only partly right because you predicted 5-0.
Okay, actually, yes, guys are not better yet. We're still scrappy, trying to find our way, but good win. Mm-hmm. And this week we'll add on to it. Mm-hmm. But this week important games are Spurs and Chelsea. And then just that, because the other ones are like West Ham United.
Okay.
And then there's Arsenal Burnley.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else is playing an important game? Those are just some of the important games that are there, which I'm thinking Chelsea will Maliza Spurs. You know, Spurs are not creative. Now I sat down to watch Spurs. Nuno is a guy for luck. Because at Spurs, Nuno is a guy for luck.
Has he been lucky? Maybe. But Nuno is not a guy for luck.
At
Nuno
Spurs,
knows what he's doing.
At Spurs, he's lucky. Because the first game he won 1-0. Son, I think.
He won 1-0 every game.
Second game, he won a scrappy penalty that Dele Alli dived. And scored
dived. He dived.
And he rooked into the keeper.
But then, funny enough, yesterday, just sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I was checking out my friend's Spotify and I found our podcast. I was so happy. I was so happy.
Nice. I'm sure we have fans who listen to us like they have our weekly. I almost said our podcast weekly. I'm sure the fans
who on the third game. They also won 1-0. Who was it?
That game was it was a 1-0. Son alipiga free kick hiyo game. Which team was this? Watford.
Yeah, maybe Watford or Burnley.
It was Watford. Son miraculously akafunga free kick. And then Juicy ogopa ali kick off. I still insist. These guys are hammered 3-0 by Crystal Palace. And then you want to tell me that they'll beat Chelsea. And they're playing Farmers League. They're playing Farmers League conference.
So when does Conference League happen? Like on Fridays or something?
Jana, I was shocked. There was
By
two
the way,
Conference League games.
Is West Ham? Wait, so Conference League play on Tuesday? Then you're just... don't ever enter the Europa League. Finish 8th, bro.
There's Conference League. Jana, I saw 2 games for Conference League.
But I think their games are so inconsistent. You can be on Tuesday,
Wednesday, or Thursday. And yes, your question, West Ham is playing Europa. So... Deep Antonio. Deep Antonio.
Dude, even United. But listen, Moisey might play a weak team just to bang his old team to piss them off. See, they sold him. They didn't sign him, but you know what?
Clobbered his career.
David Moyes got hired by United in 2013 and got a salary up to 2019. You can't fire somebody out of contract, particularly here in Kenya, bro. Now, but anyway, man, we're getting to the end of the podcast. I just want to mention the latest Premier League centurion, Mohamed Salah, scored 100 Premier League goals in 162 appearances. Currently for Liverpool, he's got 98 in 148, which means there's a chance he could be on 100 for Liverpool in 150. If we're being fair, if we're being humble.
Palace, so yeah, banging a brace.
It could be 149, but we just say 100 in 150 for Liverpool. Bruv. Salah is going into the all-time Liverpool 11, no doubt. He's about to catch...
I even think he's already there, if it's based on his statistics.
Yeah. Like, I don't think we've ever had a right winger as prolific as him. John Barnes was pretty good, but he only had 84 goals for Liverpool. Sadio Mane is so good, but he's on 99 all competitions for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Which are the legendary wingers have we had? Not many, man. I think most of our guys are strikers. Robbie Fowler, Ian Rush, them and there. But bro, Mohamed Salah, bro. Respect him. He makes 200k now. Wallahi, double his blood clot salary, bro.
Agent Moose.
Agent Moose. Actually, Salah's agent is a brother called Rami and is a puta. But anyway, let me not say bad things. Maybe Salah will listen to the podcast one day. Anyway, so Salah, right now, Liverpool's top priority, or Rami himself, bro. The day I'm going to interview Mohamed Salah, the agent is like, let me listen to all of this guy's shit first.
And also there is when the things that stand out, like, you guys diss me, man.
Yeah, but anyway, so Liverpool's top priority, we got Trent, Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Jordan Henderson.
To sign long-term
deals. Those are 5 players who I believe we need them. In as much as you're going to change, you change everyone else except those ones. Trent is 20 watt. And Robertson also. So I think once we tie Salah down, we can now look for extra players. Can bin Bobby, maybe, get a deal for
But
money.
Bobby looks like he's going to be binned soon.
Yeah, but I want him to reach 100 goals for Liverpool. I think he's on like 80-something.
14. Let's see.
80-something. I didn't say 86. 80-something. It could be 86, man. But Mohamed Salah, man. You guys, man, let me know your thoughts about Mo Salah in the comments below. We're approaching 50 minutes, man. Biggie. Fantasy. Ay.
Fantasy is a whole thing.
First of all, this week was just a dark week for many people, bro.
Not really.
Mikhail Antonio guys, particularly.
The guys who ate, because I had Makal, this Wolves guy. He had 2 assists, clean sheet. Some defender with 13. He was mirroring.
Cody is my third centre back is my third substitute.
He was mirroring Ronaldo and Lukaku's tallies. 13.
Scored 2 goals,
2 goals, bonus points nini. But fantasy, we were talking about this before the pod. Fantasy has evolved. It has evolved
dude,
from
listen, and even as I told you about that Uber guy, bro, I gave him our I sent him the code for the league. The
public one.
Yeah.
It's a whole guys are so much interested in the game.
That's even you, Hamisi, is in your finds in FPL.
FPL is a whole other thing. But nowadays it's if you listen to enough information, you can probably try and think around with your team and get good results. Guys are very competitive. Super League is always, I told you, Super League is on another level. One day you think you're having it, someone plays a free hit, gets 85.
You're done out here, bruv.
And guys are competitive. Guys keep on coming into the league after every month. It's a whole different community.
You should close it eventually.
I'll tell you about it later. It's a whole community, and it's interesting, competitive. It brings guys together. So you can share your fantasy teams probably like on the lineup podcast. Yeah, the one for Twitter. A screenshot, tag us.
Guys, man, please, man, check out our socials, brother, man. Like, I'm not saying we're struggling, but we can be better every day, man.
Just kumbuka at the lineup have something.
We have TikTok, by the way, man. If you want us to go start doing, maybe come give me some. We will do it, bro. You just come to our TikTok, bro. You see me, man. But I think that's all the time we have for this week. You can wear any jersey, bro. Hata ukitaka jersey ya Accrington Stanley ama AFC ile ya Crown Paints, bro. Anything is allowed, bro, so long as it's football. You see me? So then I believe that's all the time we have for. Do you have anything else to tell the man?
No. Always tune into our podcast, our socials, as you said.
Yeah, man. And immediately after this, man, I'm going to start discussing some stuff with Beggy that I just had an idea about in the middle of the podcast. And you guys tune to our socials for those, man. It's going to be sick.
Emalito was busy. Today he had to finish something that, as you were saying last week, it was actually not the red zone as I'd suggested.
Yeah, man. Emalito was a bit busy this week as well, man. So we'll just, he'll be back next week. And maybe he's maybe he's unwell because United lost. I know guys who... Then once you get sick, bro, your team loses, you call work, you tell them, hey, bro, I lied, boss, bro.
Yeah, but besides that, it's been really nice having you guys. If you've made it this far, click on the like button. I don't want to say too much, but click on the like button, subscribe, comment, share.
Comment your phone number on the whatever. We'll send you a something.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll send you.
It can be 100, bro.
It can be
50.
It can be FPL suggestions.
It can be exactly. It can be.
But yeah,
it can be advice. It can be.
I'm done.
It can be love advice. This was Dr. Abdallah. Anyway, guys, man, goodbye, man. Have a nice evening. Thank you so much for listening, and hope you tune in next week as well, man. Goodbye. Dude, I have a great idea.